What did it take for me to change my party affiliation? I wasn't always conservative. Well, no, scratch that. I was, but I didn't vote that way. When I was 18, my parents made me go and vote for a Democrat. Didn't take much. I didn't care. I didn't follow politics at all. What made me change my party affiliation was living next to Section 8 housing. And that came from the Democrat Party. Living next to a place where fully loaded diapers are hitting your car in the summertime gives you a different kind of perspective on government programs. Hearing some 18-year-old girl call her little kid bitch like at 3 a.m. sitting on the stoop of Section 8 housing, yeah, kind of changes your mind a bit. I remember not too long ago, they had this big campaign called Walk Away. And it was Democrats who were giving testimonies as to why they were leaving the Republican Party. It varied from, their 401k was doing so much better under Trump, because this happened under Trump. The madness of the Democrat Party, Antifa beating people up in the streets. The drag queen story hour just started kicking off. So people observed that and were like, maybe I shouldn't vote for Democrats. Some people, it takes a little more than that to get them to charge their party affiliation. This one lady in Oregon, Portland, Oregon, took a curb stomping. Let's talk about it. Hello, everyone. This is Keith. Welcome to the Ghetto Sapien channel, your home of inner city intelligence. So not exactly a curb stomping. It took a bottle to the face. Same difference, though. It took a violent act for this poor woman to finally give it up and vote for something other than the Democrats. I'm not saying vote for the Republicans is the answer. I went from Democrat to Libertarian for years and then finally started voting for some Republicans because I saw some of the Libertarian ideas were bleeding and leaking into the Republican Party. So I was like, I could vote for some Republicans. Still can't stand the party, to be honest, though. But like them, a whole lot more than the effing Democrats. So anyway, let's read this story in the Daily Mail. Portland doctor knocked out by homeless attacker reveals bloody wounds to her face and blames the city for the slow police response, claiming that she changed her vote from Democrat to Republican. Let's see. A Portland doctor who was knocked out by a homeless attacker is repeating. Radiologist Mary Constantino was attacked on Friday night shortly after 10:30 in the Oregon City while walking with a friend. Shocking surveillance video of the incident showed a man throw a large silver bottle directly at the 50-year-old, rendering her unconscious. She said she had to call. Constantino said she woke up on the ground and was sure she was about to be killed and immediately called 911. Where the hell was her friend? Shouldn't her friend have been calling 911 and maybe chasing the guy off? Just something. What the hell's up with you people in Portland? Now, I feel a little sorry for her, but to be honest, she probably voted for everything that led right up to her getting the bottle smashed in her face. She probably voted to defund the cops. She probably voted to have the homeless people run the streets because that seems like the kind thing to do. And it just kind of hit her in the face. It came back and got her. The reason why I say I don't really feel too bad for her, I mean, I hope she recovers fully from her wounds and whatnot. She didn't deserve that. But let's look at the political breakdown of the city of Portland. Here it is. So if you see by the map, more liberal. I don't know more than what, but Portland's pretty liberal as is. So it dominates most of the map. Split evenly. This looks like the split evenly part. Here, that's still a little more liberal. More conservative. It's nowhere. There's nowhere on this map that shows conservatives at all. So, most likely the woman voted for this. Poor Miss Constantino. I hope, again, that she recovers fully and gets the hell out. I hope she doesn't roll back and vote for Democrats because, yes, the Democrats are to blame for what's going on to a large degree. Their policies suck. My thing is, why did it take something that happened to her directly for her to really snap out of it? You should be able to look and see that the policies aren't working. I figured that out at 19. I saw that the Section 8 housing, the welfare is not helping my community, and it was coming from one party. It didn't take that much for me to wake up. Why does it take so many Democrats to do that? Look at what's going on, what went on in San Francisco, how all of a sudden, when it hits the nice areas of town, then they get a response. Just check this out. Not that, this.
Looters storming and ransacking high-end stores in the San Francisco area, and they appear to be organized. It happened 3 days in a row, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Here's video at Nordstrom where a wave of thieves struck at the same time. Police say it was clearly a planned event, and one store employee was even pepper sprayed. Most of the suspects
Oh my God, pepper spray.
escaped. CNBC's Kate Rogers is on the ground in San Francisco covering the smash and grab crime spree.
This isn't a flash mob.
That is a lot of smashing and grabbing going on, so they got that right.
It's a flash rob. A string of retail thefts hitting different stores in San Francisco and Walnut Creek this weekend. And
those are some pretty nice cars. I mean, honestly, it's not like they're old beaters. Those people, they're not stealing because they're poor.
Holiday shopping season gets into full swing, causing panic and mayhem among
Unless, of course, the cars are stolen. But still.
shoppers. Nordstrom in Walnut Creek blocked by 25 cars, as many as 80 people ran in, some with crowbars, making off with armfuls of goods, according to onlookers. The crime over within a minute. And in San Francisco, 8 stores, including high-end luxury shops like Louis Vuitton, were looted and vandalized. Some now boarded up. Police running up to one car full of suspects.
See, high-end is what got their attention. Louis Vuitton, Yves Saint Laurent, those, you can't break those places. What are you, nuts? Go back to the inner city, destroy that.
Breaking windows in an attempt to stop them from getting away. Police calling the thefts orchestrated.
There's no doubt in my mind that this was not unplanned. Their plan was to overwhelm us.
The total amount of damage and merchandise stolen still under investigation. Mayor London Breed expressing her frustration over retail thefts in the city.
No, not Louis Vuitton. You bastards.
Calling the incident horrible.
We can't continue to allow people to freely flow in and out of this city, commit these acts, and get away with it.
The busy shop.
See, again, they freak out when it happens in their neighborhood. Not like Oakland, where I'm sure it's pretty bad there. That's fine. San Fran, hands off.
Shopping district is attempting to stage a comeback after being ravaged by the pandemic. And San Francisco facing closures of major drugstores, Walgreens, and CVS as retail theft continues to plague the city. District Attorney Chesa Boudin promising felony charges for those involved.
And that dude who was a Soros backed DA, he's responsible for a lot of that stuff that's going on where the cops don't even bother arresting people because DA backed Soros backed DAs like this guy just lets them out, so why bother?
But he's facing trials of his own. A recall effort next summer as critics like former prosecutor and colleague Brooke Jenkins saying he's soft on shoplifting.
The tone in San Francisco and Chase's administration is that there will be no accountability for these types of crimes. And so if that's the case, then individuals feel as though this type of action simply has no consequence.
Of course, look, I'm not going to play the whole thing. You get it. Democrats are soft on crime. It doesn't bother them until it happens to them, till they suffer the results of, of what they voted for, what they've been supporting. But you know what I say to that? Exactly. You know why? Because this is Brooklyn. This is a normal day in Brooklyn. So all day, every day. All day, every day. See, they got the steel, even sun up. They have the steel grates over the windows and the entrance. There you go. That's Brooklyn. That's Brooklyn. I don't know if he's coming or going. That's normal. That's normal. At least there's cops. So, yeah, no one cares in the Democrat Party at the top until it happens to them. Just like the lady in Portland, doesn't matter until it happens to her. Just like the mayor of San Francisco, she doesn't care until they start breaking into Louis Vuitton, not the corner bodega. You've got to do better than that, Democrats. You can't just keep voting for this bull crap and as long as it stays out of your gentrified neighborhood, you don't care. People who live in the inner city, you need to stop voting for this garbage too, because it's happening to you in many cases. I know I'm not the only person who lived next to Section 8 housing and had to duck diapers flying out the window. You got to stop voting for this. You got to hold politicians accountable and make them work for your vote. Don't wait until it happens to you directly. That's my opinion. What's yours? Like, share, comment, and subscribe.